millennial spinster. Okay, how you're barren, I'm not sure. If you're a millennial and you're a spinster, so I guess you want to be alone? I don't know. They say married men get all of the benefits of a live-in housekeeper who raises their children while they get to act like permanent children. See, this is how women view you men. You know, oh, he's got hobbies I'm not interested in, or he's
Wait! She literally has been saying the same shit that I said. And he doesn't get it. What about the woman's hobbies? What about her enjoyment? Her hobby isn't taking care of the fucking house and the kids. And then I want to take a little bit of time out to say thank you for my wonderful patrons, which you see right here on the screen. If you go to Crimson60620 at patreon.com, you can actually help support the show and get your name shown up on the screen. Thank you. All right, so it's been a while, ladies, gentlemen, MBs of all sorts, that I've done a Joker video. No, not the cool one that's voiced by Mark Hamill, or even the less cool one that was... No. I haven't done a Joker video in a long time because my sanity couldn't handle it. So let's take a look at a newer video from Better Bachelor, shall we?
Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor.
Well, it looks as if, one, it's improved because he doesn't have any videos where he has the... Oh, yeah, his videos, his thumbnail was... No, his thumbnail wasn't just a half-naked woman. Yay, woohoo. And he looks to be out of the fucking Bucks. Wow, yay, woohoo. He's in a man cave. Oh, shit, he's serious now. Let's go.
My name is Joker, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about fall's hottest trend, ditch your man. Some stupid article written on Jezebel. And the reason why I like talking about these things is that...
Did he just say fall's hottest trend, ditch your man? Wait, this is the motherfucker, and he looks mad about it. This is the motherfucker that literally says he's only dated a woman for a month or so together because reasons. But okay, let's go.
There's this big push that men are worthless, they're not necessary, they're a luxury item to use and enjoy for as long as you like, and then you can dispose of them and get rid of them. You know what?
But that's the way he feels about women. We have those videos on my channel where literally he has it where he's talked about, oh yeah, when I was in Asian countries, I used to date women for a month or two, and we used to have our fun and just be done with it. Like, wait, what? What? Okay. Somebody seems like a bitter man. All right, let's go.
When I was dating, and many of you guys that I've read your stories on my channel, a lot of you guys said when you were dating, you felt like you did the right things. You worked hard. You were a good provider, and for some reason she left you. And
oh, okay. Working hard and being a good provider doesn't mean shit if you have a shit personality. Wait, oh God, yeah, that's right, he's a MGTOW. He's a fucking okay, let's go.
a lot of times, a lot of guys are like, I don't know what I did wrong. Like, I'm unsure. Is there something that I missed or I could have done more? And when you start breaking down all the numbers, what it really seems to be is that men just go unappreciated, and that we're kind of put on the back burner until a woman wants something, or until she thinks she's entitled to something, and then she wants her man to step up, and then once he's done stepping up, and she feels like, well, I'm done with him, I can dispose of him now. Well, she gets rid of him and goes back to single life, looking to, I don't know, find somebody else.
If she wants to be single to find someone else, it's not that she doesn't want a man. She doesn't want you. Now, it can be a poor choice on her decision, but it's not that she's just giving up totally to just dating men. She doesn't want you. But let's continue.
When you start looking at the statistics, though, a lot of this stuff doesn't really add up. You know, a woman wants a man to do equal housework around the house. You might say, well, that's fair. But women are only, I've done the statistics on other videos, women want a man that also makes 50% more money than she does because she wants to only date up. We call it hypergamy. So how can a man make 50% more money but work the same amount of hours that she does? Men-
Wait. Wait, what? Wait. Not every woman wants you to make more than what she makes. That's not how this. And hell, Satan, I wouldn't want them with solo polyamory. No, these motherfuckers are so insecure they couldn't fathom the thought that their woman has been touched by another man. No, they cannot handle that. They cannot handle that shit. They could not. They will not be able to handle that shit. No, that's not what they can handle. But what he says is just so. He's trying to put a lot of studies together in this whole gamification of trying to figure out how to get the woman, how to keep the woman. But you just may have a shit personality, dog. I know this is like the fourth time I'm saying in this video, but it's not really a magic formula that always equates to 100% success rate. But let's go.
Any cases he can't. So you get this catch-22 where he's got to work a lot of hours. He's got to work very hard. And then when he comes home, he's expected to pull half his weight in the household. Well, if he has to bring more from working and he has to do the same amount of household chores or women complain about it, what's he getting out of the deal? Is he coming home to a hot-cooked dinner? No. Is he coming home to a clean home? Well, no, because half of that responsibility is him. Is he coming home to the laundry being done? No. So if we're going to go 50-50 in the house, why is it okay that women, just... Why do they not just purchase, or why do they not just do more of the household chores? See, it doesn't work.
His feelings are hurt. He's crying about this. He's upset that he has to be a partner in a relationship. Oh, wow. Shit. This entitlement bullshit is just sad. It's sad. Oh my God, this is just sad. It's sad and it's pitiful, and I fucking love his tears. Let's go.
Work like that. It's an all or nothing deal. And women are expecting too much from men. And at the end of the day, men are realizing, hey, the only thing I'm getting out of this is some bedroom fun and somebody that expects a hell of a lot of work from me. And it ends up being more work than anything else. Because a guy used to be able to focus just on his job, and the woman would focus on the household. Well, now she's got to focus on her job and the household. So does he. So it's also hard.
I mean, like, if you're only with a partner for the sex that they give you, then you're not doing anything. Okay. So let's do this. I know specifically, I may be a fucking unique case. I'm a fucking demisexual, meaning that I have to have some sort of feeling or attachment to somebody to want to fuck them. And I'm a sapiosexual, meaning that like intelligence and stimulating conversation turn me on. I need to be at least somewhat like affable to the person that I'm fucking in order to enjoy sex. That's just a thing. If I'm just going to work and I'm coming home and expecting to lay fucking pipe, it's not going to work for me. If I don't feel any type of connection, it's not going to work for me. Why doesn't this... these videos for motherfuckers like this that follow this shit are fucking for sociopaths. These are sociopaths. They just think, I work. You should be happy. Come pleasure me. That's not how relationships work, Chief. Oh, God, I've only done 3 minutes of this motherfucker. Let's go.
Harder for him to make more money. Let me get into the main article here that I want to talk about today. I found this thumbnail from a couple of different things, obviously.
Wow. Older guy, younger woman. All right, let's go.
This guy's a little bit older than the gal that we have in the photo here, but that's actually done for a purpose, and we're going to talk about this. The first article from Jezebel, which is kind of a trashy site, but this is also, they also reference some things in the New York Times in one of these articles. So this isn't just a back website.
Really? The title of the article is, "Here are some good reasons to divorce your husband this fall." Really? Okay, let's go.
Nothing burger. They say, here's some good reasons to divorce your husband this fall. Fall's hottest trend is getting rid of the man who thought he was really helping out around the house. So apparently bringing home 50% more income, I guess you're really not helping out around the house, with the extra bills, with a fancier car.
Wait, it's not about money. If you don't relate to it's not about money. It's not, like, okay. All right, story time. When my marriage was ending, it was because we didn't relate to each other. Don't give a fuck. And I was living in a place that I couldn't fucking afford. Well, I can afford a little bit better when I was working when my job changed. I would have rather given up the money and paid extra money to deal with somebody that I wasn't fucking connected with anymore. That's how fucking adults deal with shit. And I'm fucking crazy. I am fucking crazy. But shit like this was just like, I make money, so yeah. No, you should. No. Peace of mind, relationships, ties to another person is worth more than fucking money. Can I get a raw man in chat? Let's go.
With making sure your kids have everything that they need for school and making sure that, she lives a comfortable life. That's not enough anymore. You guys also have to do laundry and everything else. And the reason why these articles are so damn important is because so many men at the end of the day say, I don't understand what I did wrong. And the truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. It's that expectations are too high for what women expect of their men.
Oh, shit. Wait, what? Wait. People like him actually devalue what men are and what they're capable of. How do you complain that men are great, men are all this, but then say that men can't do any emotional work and probably some household work in order to keep a fucking relationship? How do you say that? That makes no sense. God damn, some of it takes just emotional work. You didn't marry a servant girl. You married a woman. And if you don't like that shit, then maybe you need to be alone. Okay, let's go.
And then they divorce them, or then they leave them. They go out and find somebody else, and they keep doing it until it's too late for them. And we're going to talk more about that tonight as well. So they say,
so wait, do you think just women are just out and out running and finding like men? Because like first, a woman is supposed to marry young and stay married to this motherfucker. And if she doesn't marry young, she's riding a cock carousel or other bullshit like that. And then like what else? And when she gets older and dissatisfied with her current relationship, then it's them, because like, all relationships last forever and no relationships. Okay, let's go.
Last week, the New York Times Styles section reported on what might truly be the most foreseeable pandemic trend: post-lockdown divorces, which are allegedly creating an avalanche of work for attorneys in cities like Los Angeles and New York. As someone who was once quoted in one of the thousands of puff pieces about how difficult it is to spend every waking moment of your life with a person you're supposedly in love with, this makes complete sense to me. As one of the attorneys told the Times, since April, our phones have been ringing off the hook nonstop. And most of those calling are people who want to come in and start divorce proceedings.
Yo, I remember seeing this meme on like Facebook where it was just a divorce attorney saying like, yeah, lockdown got you realizing that you don't really like this motherfucker, or the kids bothering you, the spouse bothering you, it's time to leave and shit like that. Yeah, I remember this motherfucker. I remember this shit. And it's fucking true. Most people, the only thing that they have is trying to take care of the kids in the house. And when they actually have to spend time with each other, they realize, I don't fucking like you. Why the fuck are we? Yeah. That unfortunately not only makes sense, it's a trend that's happening. But let's go.
You could probably say most of these are women wanting to come in and start divorce proceedings because women file for.
Wait, what does that evidence? Where is that evidence? Where's the evidence? Okay, let's go.
Divorce 60 to 80% of the time. There's publications out there. I've cited it in other videos. So we know most of the time women are like, you know what? The house is a mess. Yeah, he's working from home now. I'm working from home now. He's not doing enough around the household. Yes, he's bringing in 50% more money in many cases. Again, this is what statistically women want. But he's not doing enough around the household. So,
wait, and like, have we just not actually addressed the elephant in the room that just because you make more money doesn't mean that you are working harder? Like, can we address that? More money does not mean harder work. How many of us knows a rich fucking CEO that works half as much as you do and still able to fucking afford a Ferrari or Porsche? Okay, yeah, I stole that from TFFs. But like, just because you bring in more money doesn't mean you work harder. That doesn't mean that. Like, you don't just come in and put your motherfucking wallet on the table and dick on the table. It's like, yeah, bitch, take this shit, and yeah, you better spit shine my penis because I make more money. Do you do the same amount of work? I make more money. Do you do the same amount of work? That is the question. But let's go.
So when a guy has to make more money and do 50% of the household chores, what's in it for him? There's just not a
partnership, friendship, support, sex, having somebody to be there for you, like somebody to talk to. I mean, like, not to say that a woman should always do your emotional work, but yeah, that part there. But let's go.
Not enough there anymore. They say because this story appeared in the styles section, its central focus is on the problems people who read the styles might have, having a well-compensated partner who lost a job, making it less attractive to stick around for the money. Affairs uncovered when one partner could no longer book a fancy hotel uptown. Disagreements about whether the nanny should still be allowed in the house or whether the children need to wear masks when they socialize with other kids.
Oh God! Tell me you have white privilege without saying you have white privilege, right? Right? God damn. Wow. This is promoting the whole thing of people only get married for money. Like, yeah, no, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. This is hard to stomach, but let's go.
Notice the first one they put on this list, when a spouse, a well-compensated partner who lost a job, making it less attractive to stick around for the money. Who's that? That's women. Women do that. Why? Because if a guy when he's single has no help from the government, really, he doesn't get child support. A lot of times positions are now being given out to women at a greater rate. He's now competing with women.
Okay, you're competing with women. Just be better. You were competing with men before. Just be better. I'm just sorry. If you're competing with somebody to get a job, just be better. I don't. If you think that there's a competition between you and somebody else to get a job, just be better. It's just simple math to me. This motherfucker not only wants women to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, but she should also be thankful that, the man is coming home and bringing the bacon. Fuck out of here. Let's go.
If a man can't provide for himself, that's it, game over. If a woman can't provide for herself, she can still level up by marrying a guy. No woman has ever leveled a guy up by saying, well, I know he works at Taco Bell, but I'm an executive, but he's really hot, so I'll marry.
oh, my friend, you have no idea that happens. God damn it. Does he not? Wow. Wow. I mean, like, he should just change his channel from Better Bachelor to Bitter Bachelor. Like, and he's just so pissy about it. This motherfucker is so pissy about this bullshit because he's so butthurt that for some reason women got a leg up or they just get equality. But let's go.
Marry this really hot guy and I'll keep providing as an executive. No woman does that. That's something only men do. Men, on the other hand, would be like, hey, you know what? She's funny, she's smart, she's interesting, but she only works at Taco Bell, but she's cool to hang around with and have fun with. I'll date her because
Wait, does he not realize that women actually would date under their class? If the only ones that don't are, for lack of a better term, sociopaths? Like, if you are a woman and you only look for men that make more than you as a way of status, as a way of making sure that is the only way you need to feel secure, you're fucked up. And by the same token, if you're a man and you think that the only acceptable thing for a woman to be is beneath you, you're a piece of trash as well. These fucking stereotypes, these gendered ass stereotypes that says, oh, man needs to make more in order for you to see him as a fucking viable partner, or as a man that I need to make more in order to feel like a man. I don't know what to say. That's not the world that we live in. And you will be alone. You will be because that's not the world we live in. Thank fucking capitalism for that. That's not the world that we live in. And besides, you get with partners because you enjoy spending time with them, not as a way of moving up the social the social status ladder. I just can't say this, even though maybe I'm the fucking weird one. Maybe I'm the weird one that thinks that, hey, I want to spend time with a woman because I want to enjoy her in as many ways as possible. But let's go.
I have plenty of resources, and I'm really socially and, well, morally, a lot of guys say, I can't ever be dependent on her. It doesn't work that way. And women do not want, no woman lifts a man out of the gutter to give her a better life. So when they say, oh, well, spouse lost the money, I don't want to stick around, we know they're talking about women. Then they're talking about, well, partners cheating on each other. There's been many surveys, and as well as a couple of studies, and again, I've referenced this in other videos, but I don't want to continually pull them up, the same stories over and over and over again.
Please, citation needed, motherfucker.
Where women are cheating almost at the same level of men. 55% men, 45% women. So again, this is a 50-50 thing. So
that's not 50-50. Literally, that's not 50-50. He can't blame purely women for it, so he needs to make it equal. All right, let's go.
You can see here that instantly they're talking about, hey, guy's not doing housework, lost his job, I don't want him anymore. They continue on, but assuming some of these people get divorced are women who date men, I have a couple of alternative theories for why the divorce rate is spiking. For instance, during the lockdown, when both members of a couple were working from home full-time during a lockdown, 67% of women reported they were fully or mostly responsible for housework. When a child was homeschooled during the pandemic that shuttered schools for months, 3% of women said their spouse was doing more schooling than they were. Between May and June of last year, 1 in 4 women who left the workforce reported doing so because they needed to care for a child.
So, you know what this says? The main thing that it says is a lot of these motherfuckers treat women as babysitters that they can fuck. Like, literally, again, it's the whole trope of a nanny that I can fuck. You take care of the kids, bitch. You clean my fucking house. You fucking make my fucking food. And then you should be happy that I grace you with 30 seconds worth of a 2-inch penis. Yes. Like, the fuck? Like, nobody wants those terms and conditions. Nobody was. And the fact that women have different options, that they're not forced to take those terms and conditions anymore, then yeah, I'm all with them. Run your shit. Run. Do whatever the fuck you want. Okay, Joe. Okay. Shit, let's go.
And 8 men reported the same circumstances. And while most fathers say they're actively and equally involved in raising their child, a full 3/4 of women say they do more child work than their spouse. The cumulative effect of all this labor foisted on American women, labor that appears to go unnoticed by men who are living with them and co-parenting their children, has been called grotesque. And it has helped create a scenario in which women's participation in the workforce is now as low as it was in the 1980s.
So, I shudder to think his rebuttal to this point. Oh God, this may be. Let's hear.
Now imagine spending a year and a half working full-time, caring for your child largely unaided, and doing the majority of chores while your husband occasionally congratulated himself on putting the dishes away. Wouldn't you want a GD divorce too? So,
wait, why don't you say goddamn divorce? Like, he's cursed in this fucking video. Okay.
If this is truly the way that they look at a guy, where they say, okay, the men are not doing as much work around the household. Okay, fair enough. Should he do equal amounts around the household? If the answer is yes, then you, as women, should be bringing home equal amounts in pay. And
again, he's going back to this thing that if he's equal pay does not mean equal amount of work. That's not what it means. Pay and work are not equivalent. And just because you bring in more money into the house, that's not the same as work around to support the house. It's not. If you're an executive sitting down all day and just barely making decisions while your spouse is a fucking server at fucking Denny's, who has the harder job? Bringing in more money is not some fucking pass to be able to say that, hey, yo, you fucking, I get to say whatever the fuck I want and I get to break from the shit. That's not a pass. And I shudder to think that this motherfucker Joker, his ass probably hasn't had a serious relationship, or no, he said he doesn't even have kids. Like, this is just sociopathic shit. But let's continue.
if they do, here's the kick. If they do, women who make more than their man, who get promoted above him, or he loses a job and starts making less, 90% of those women leave the men, period. This is another thing that I've done in other videos where CEOs and women that got promoted over their man's income and position feel like he's holding them back, so they look for a new man. So,
because most of the time, these motherfucking men who get in that position think, "Oh, I'm less of a man because I don't bring in all the money." Like, if I today was to meet a woman that wanted to fucking marry me for my charming personality, and she said, "Oh no, Crimson, you can just sit home, make YouTube, make art all day, just make sure the fucking house is clean, make sure the motherfucking food is cooked," I will jump at that shit in a fucking minute. I would jump at that shit in a fucking minute. Because my manhood isn't tied to the amount of money I make. My value to a woman isn't tied into the money that I make. Yes, it is important if it's a need in the house, but it is not tied to that shit. What ties me to a relationship, what makes me valuable in a relationship, is who I am as a person. Is some of that the marvelous meals that I would cook for a partner? Is some of that the support that I would actually do keeping a household? Yes. But that isn't always tied to fucking money. You dumb fuck. But let's continue.
More than likely, the most of the men that they're talking about are still bringing home more money. Possibly are working more difficult jobs. Possibly are working more hours. But again, it's got to be equal in the house. And see, when you see stories like this and you hear so many men saying, you know something, I don't do as much around the house, but I'm also working overtime, or I'm working night shifts, or I'm working weekend shifts, or I bring home a lot more money. The wife's saying,
wait, and did you guys just see that switch? I'm working nights, I'm working evens, or I bring in a lot more money. It doesn't mean harder work. It doesn't. And he keeps glossing over the fact, thinking that because anyway I bring in more money, that means that I can put my dick out on the table and say, look, I don't have to do this shit around here. If you're bringing in so much money and your wife is complaining about doing the work, why don't you hire a housekeeper? Oh, you don't want to do that because you want to keep the money and keep the power? Fuck. Dumb fucks. But let's go.
well, that's not good enough. You also need to do half around the house. My point is this. Then what are the women bringing to the table? Because just being there isn't enough anymore. Just doing your half of the household stuff isn't enough. Because a guy can't go to the woman and say, hey, you know something? You got a raise. Let's take some of that extra money and buy me a new car. That doesn't happen. Or if it does.
Wait. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Wait. Yeah, you can. That's how partnerships. Oh God, let's go.
Because it's very rare. It's usually the guy's portion of the money that gets divvied up for the extra things. We know this. It's in story after story after story. The very first post, and this is the discussion and probably the most popular post on here, and this just kind of sums it all up for you. This is by R.R. Pete, and I don't know if that's a woman or a man or whatever. They say, I'm sure it's because I'm a barren millennial spinster with no prospects, but I'm also sure it's because I watched my mother and aunts struggle in their relationships with men that I am convinced that marriages with men are a true dice roll in life. Sure, all relationships are a dice roll. Okay, so she says she's a barren...
Wait. Oh God. Does he not recognize the sarcasm? Does he not recognize the sarcasm? Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay. Let's go.
Millennial spinster. Okay, how you're barren, I'm not sure. If you're a millennial and you're a spinster, so I guess you want to be alone. I don't know. They say married men get all of the benefits of a live-in housekeeper who raises their children while they get to act like permanent children. See, this is how women view you men. You know, oh, he's got hobbies I'm not interested in, or he's...
Wait! She literally has been saying the same shit that I said! And he doesn't get it! What about the woman's hobbies? What about her enjoyment? Her hobby isn't taking care of the fucking house and the kids. And then sometimes pleasuring you. That's not what her hobby is. That same autonomy that you want as a fucking man is the same one that you should actually be able to willing to give her. God, you're a fucking moron.
He's got a room that's kind of just his little man cave where he goes and plays video games or does his hobby. He's a child. Children have hobbies. Children play games. Okay, then I guess there's many men that are like, okay, I'm a 30 or a 40 or a 50 or a 60 or a 7-year-old man-child. I still like my hobbies and my games. Women don't, apparently, at least the way she talks. And these women see themselves as a permanent housekeeper. Okay, so if I hired a housekeeper / cook, would I get a cook? Probably. Well, yeah, if I hired one. Would I get a housekeeper? Yeah. Would they come in? Now, I've hired a housekeeper before. Takes them about an hour to do a top-to-bottom clean of my place. Cost me, I think at the time it was about 60 or 70 bucks. I keep a pretty clean place. I haven't done this in years, but I did hire one to come in when I was working a lot and I was remote. They just came in, they kept my place clean for me. I'd come home, clean apartment. They did it like once or twice a month. Yeah, it cost me, I don't know, 60 or 75 bucks or 50 bucks, whatever it was. But
so if you making the extra money, just fucking do that. If that's what you want, fucking do that. Pay for the shit. Pay a professional like you're trying to allude to that only takes them an hour and do that shit. Pay that shit and call it a fucking day. But you don't want to do that because you want to have the opportunity to fuck your housekeeper, fuck your cook. And that's what the problem is. And you expect them to be thankful to the fact that you're providing for them. Okay, let's go.
But it was really clean. Now, when I was in the Philippines, a lot of guys over there said, yeah, I hire a woman to come in and cook for me. And of course, it's a lot cheaper over there than it is here in the United States. And when I was over in the Philippines, you know what a Filipino woman did? She cooked. I just went on dates with her and she's like, come on over. I'll cook for you. She cooked. Now, if I left a little bit of laundry behind, like a sweatshirt or something, and I went back and I forgot it, I came back and it was washed, cleaned, and folded. I didn't ask her to do it. She just did it.
And there it is. I just, like, I have a feeling that the next fucking 20 minutes of this video is going to be him just talking shit about women. Like, I can't, man. I can't. I fucking can't. My brain is just fucking melted. Like, literally, this is just sad. This is sad how they expect women just to placate them and just fuck them and clean for them and cook for them and take care of their kids like some fucking. It's just sad. And I'm sorry, guys. I can't. I fucking can't. I don't know exactly what the fuck that should go on with these motherfuckers. They have this fucking issue where they think that, oh no, women should just be happy that we decide to choose them and make sure that they have our seed, are able to cook our fucking meals, and like, no, that's not how this shit works. And it's just sad with these motherfucking MGTOWs, because then they get the whole, if I can't have it the way I want it, then fuck it, I'm gonna be like a spoiled little man child. And it's sad, and I don't know what else to say. But what we're gonna say is, thank you for watching this video clip. If you would like to, please like and subscribe, share the video, and we're gonna end the segment here.